Well, we're going to make another burning barrel. It's that time of year. And we're just these regular burning barrels we get locally here for I think the place we get them from is $5 a piece. But it depends where you're at. But we made some lines to sort of give them equally spaced. And then every 5 inches we're putting a hole at the bottom for water run out. And every 5 inches we're putting them. So, and that's what we're doing. And I'm going to go and hold it for him so it makes it easier to mark the holes. I'll do the holding here. We mark it with ours every 5 inches, but you can do this. You can do whatever you want with yours. Some people use their 22s to shoot into the barrel, but I'd recommend against that because you never know, you might get a ricochet. So I think just drilling holes, it's slower, but it's not as fun, but it's safer. Ain't that right, kitty cat? Oh, go get him, boy. Go get him, boy. Oh, boy, I don't know if he's getting there, but he's trying. I guess he's trying to help us. I wish you could help us. Come here over here and hold the ruler. Let him go in that hole. There he goes. There's something in that hole, or he thinks there's something in that hole. I think there's a chipmunk in that hole or something. He'll get it. But I think he's just running at the leaves. Let him. That's more interesting than barking the holes. Come here, kitty. I think there's a mouse in there. Kitty cat, there's a mouse in there. Go get him. I guess he's not coming. He's bored. So this is pretty much monotonous. Every 5 inches. And these, Johnny, measure, how far are these apart to give people an idea? How far are these lines apart? About 7 inches, 6.5 inches?
About pretty close to 7 inches.
Yeah, it's really close. And this is a 55-gallon drum, by the way. And it's a drum that was used, I guess, to hold oil or something. But he's doing there, but at least something. I guess he watched this for a while, but he got bored. I just can't imagine why. You want us to know boring? Wait till we start drilling these holes. You know, I'm sure there's videos on YouTube like this, but I figured, since we're doing it, why not show this burning barrel? If you're lucky enough to be in an area you can burn sticks and leaves and stuff like branches safely in a barrel, if you're allowed to do it. We have the barrel tipped over. This is the bottom. We're going to we just drew some lines across. And of course, old Trusty there. We don't have a name for that cat yet. They just showed up one day. Yeah, we just do this because we find that if we leave the cover off accidentally, the bottom of the barrel will rust. We'll get filled with water. So we drill these holes. And you do what you want. You can put less holes in. You don't have to put any holes in at all. But you'll find your barrel lasts a little longer. Plus it burns the trash better. The leaves and the sticks and stuff like that. Because when you throw leaves in, they have a tendency to want to mat. And it's nice to have a lot of holes for air to get in. And on the other end, we of course cut the top off with a saber saw. There you go, that's it. Cool, just a regular electric drill. No big deal. And one of them step bits. We got this at Harbor Freight. You get a 3-pack of these things about $8, $9? Yeah, and they're cheap. I mean, they work good enough. I mean, if they break or something, who cares? You just throw them away. You just don't twist them. They're just a step drill. It makes a nice clean hole. And we used to use an air chisel and just punch a hole in, but it's so noisy. I mean, you don't want to do that. So, okay, give her hell. Beautiful. You decide what size hole you want. You don't have to look, John. Just trying to copy what you see. That way you don't break it. Don't do what I did and twist it sideways. And I notice This is off center from the center, but it don't matter. This isn't a space shuttle. Just a simple burning barrel. Here we go. And we are wearing safety glasses, just for the record. No one wants to get metal shavings in their eyes. Now we're going to vacuum these chips up, and then we're going to start on the sides. There's more of this fun coming, so stay tuned. It's good to have earplugs too when you're doing this. I know there's probably easier ways of doing this, but this is cheap, and we like cheap. Okay. There we go. Now my ears can come back. Now if you want to sit it up there for a second, I'll take a shot of it once his hand's done being cramped. That's a lot of holes, more than we want to count. So there's what it looks like. There you go. Now we got to cut the top off. Basically take a saber saw or whatever you want to use. I used the air chisel before, but it's too noisy. And then we just cut all the way around this edge. And then let this drop and sit on the bottom. It gives more protection. Then we got our burning barrel. There you go. All takes about, what, half an hour? And a lot of work and cramped hands. That's it. We're using a wood blade because we can't find no steel blade, so that's why it's bucking so much. Now, what he's doing right now is, after we cut the hole, we're cutting down, hammering down the sharp edges, and that'll be enough. If you want to grind them down, you can do it. This always worked for us. Just hammer them flat, and you don't have to worry about it. Just a burning barrel. No one sticks their hands in there. But there, see the cover's down below there. The cover's down below there to thicken the bottom up. There you go. There's your dinner. Done.